Imagine being forced to speak against your beliefs, especially in a professional setting. That's exactly what federal workers at the Department of Education are claiming happened to them during the government shutdown. But here's where it gets controversial. A lawsuit filed by the American Federation of Government Employees alleges that the Trump administration overstepped its bounds by inserting partisan language into employees' out-of-office email messages, blaming Democrats for the shutdown. This move, the union argues, is a clear violation of the First Amendment, which protects individuals from compelled speech by the government. The controversy began when the government shut down on October 1, 2025, after lawmakers failed to reach a funding agreement. The White House quickly pointed fingers at Democrats, and this narrative found its way into official communications across multiple cabinet departments. Department of Education employees, many of whom were furloughed, were stunned to discover that their out-of-office replies had been altered without their consent. The new message read, "Thank you for contacting me. On September 19, 2025, the House of Representatives passed H.R. 5371, a clean continuing resolution. Unfortunately, Democrat senators are blocking passage of H.R. 5371 in the Senate, which has led to a lapse in appropriations. Due to this lapse, I am currently in furlough status. I will respond to emails once government functions resume." And this is the part most people miss. Employees were not only unaware of this change, but also found that attempts to revert to their original messages were futile, as the partisan language was repeatedly reinstated. The lawsuit highlights that this forced political messaging not only violates the First Amendment, but also potentially breaches the Hatch Act, which restricts political activity by federal employees. Legal experts, including Michael Fallings from Tully-Rinke, have pointed out that explicitly blaming a political party in official communications could indeed constitute a violation of this act. The situation has sparked widespread concern, with over 24 current and former federal workers reaching out to NPR to express their dismay. One anonymous employee described the rhetoric as shocking, offensive, and jarring. The issue extends beyond the Department of Education. A newsletter from the Department of Veterans Affairs intended to inform veterans about their benefits also included partisan language, prompting a veteran to question the appropriateness of such messaging in what should be a neutral communication. In response to the lawsuit, the Education Department's press team simply reiterated the automated out-of-office message, while Maddie Biederman, Deputy Assistant Secretary for Communications, defended the language, stating, "Where's the lie?" This stance has only fueled the debate, with Representative Robert Garcia calling on the U.S. Office of Special Counsel to investigate the administration's use of official channels for what he calls a false partisan Republican political agenda. But here's the real question. Is it ever acceptable for the government to use its employees as mouthpieces for political narratives, especially during a crisis like a shutdown? And if not, where do we draw the line to protect the rights and integrity of civil servants? Share your thoughts in the comments. This is a conversation that needs to be had.